Hello and welcome. Thank you all for being here today. Today we've gathered you here to announce some details into the ongoing investigation regarding the October 13th, 2025 house fire in the 3100 block of Milton Street that tragically resulted in the loss of two children. Thank you for being here. We have Mayor Tom Arsenault, Fire Chief Clarence Reese, members from our Shreveport Fire Austin Investigative Unit, as well as our Shreveport Fire Prevention Office, and Ms. Keisha Creel, representative from the Caddo District Attorney's Office. Now a word from Fire Chief Reese.
Good afternoon. All right, today is a difficult day in our community, but it's an important one. We are here to provide an update regarding the investigation of the deadly house fire that took place on October 13th, 2025 at 1:45 a.m. in the morning. That claimed the life of two young girls. From the very beginning, this incident deeply affected not only the families, but every firefighter, investigator, and first responder involved. Flanked to my right is one of the fire captains that was first on scene. His crew was at the last press conference, and I can tell you from experience, knowing this individual, knowing the individuals that he works with, it has kept many of the firefighters, investigators up at night to where we have issues with PTSD from dealing with an incident like this. After months of extensive and deliberate investigative work, an arrest was made on yesterday. There was the result of evidence developed by the Shreveport Fire Department's fire investigation team. That unit worked closely with the DA's office, the State Fire Marshal's office, and several SPD specialized units. The fire resulted in the tragic death of those two young females, Alea Robinson, that was 8, and Danielle Spearman, who was 5. Their funeral took place November 1st. First responders attended the funeral. Citizens attended the funeral. This is bothered teachers, counselors, principals, school board members, school superintendent, and many others with the Caddo Parish school system. One of those individuals that was arrested is Rita Montgomery, who is facing the following charges: contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile, prohibited activities and sanctions, 2 counts of second-degree murder, aggravated arson, manufacture and possession of a delayed action incendiary device, and criminal conspiracy. This individual, Ms. Rita Montgomery, is the grandmother of the 2 that passed. Also being charged are Alonza Cooksey, who is charged with prohibited activities and sanctions and contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile. This individual also lived in the house with the 2 that were deceased. Through the hard work of our fire investigation unit, the DA's office, we secured 4 arrest warrants. 2 of those were served on yesterday. They were taken to jail on yesterday. And we have 2 more that we will be arresting. These charges reflect the seriousness of this case and the gravity of the harm that it caused, not only to those individuals and that family, but also to the community. I want to be very clear. This arrest is a result of a long, careful, and evidence-driven investigation. Our investigators followed the facts wherever they led, remained committed to the truth, and worked tirelessly to ensure the case was built the right way. Again, I want to publicly thank the Caddo Parish District Attorney's Office for their partnership, their close collaboration, their guidance. The dedication was critical in moving this case forward. I want to also recognize the fire investigators, the Shreveport Police Department, and every first responder who remained committed to this case since the day of the fire. Again, I told the family that I would not be able to rest easily until every piece of evidence, every stone was turned over. Most importantly, our hearts remain with the families of these 2 young girls. Nothing we can say will ease their pain. But we hope this development brings some measure of reassurance that lives matter, and this community will not forget them. The 2 individuals with arrest warrants lingering right now will be Sharika Spearman and Mr. Bobby Grant. We, with the hope of our fire investigators, are making contact with them, hoping they will come in, give us as much information that we need, and again, this will result in an arrest also. Do we have any questions?
Spearman was the name, the last name of one of the little girls. Would that be a relative?
These will be relatives also. This will be aunt and uncle.
Were all of these people living in the house also?
At some point, they were all living in the house together.
Do you know if they were there that night?
Not sure that it's still under investigation. And we are very early on. I say early on, even though it's taken us months to get where we are by careful examination of evidence. This investigation is still ongoing. I'm not saying that there won't be more arrests coming in the future.
What charges will those two be being brought up on?
Contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile.
Can you go more into what that charge looks like or what led to that?
Sure. There was an individual at that home that was initially charged with second-degree murder. Grand jury, there was no true bill on that. The DA's office did put out a press release on that, but that individual was not supposed to be in that home. So there were people that were aware that he was not supposed to be in that home, and nobody said anything.
So that may not be related to the fire itself?
We will tie them together if need be.
Right.
Yes.
Is there a motive at all behind the arson?
Unsure on what the motive is, and trying to guess at this point what the motive is only makes us angry. So it's best to stick with the facts and the evidence that we have. And as soon as we come up with a motive, as soon as they go to grand jury and everything else, again, these individuals are innocent until proven guilty. But we feel like we have some strong evidence that will lead to a possible conviction.
The incendiary, how do you say that device name? What is it exactly?
Sure. So that it would be what they call a cocktail, which is I don't want to tell you the recipe for a cocktail in front of everybody, but it's a homemade device that you throw at a home and catches everything on fire with gasoline and some other stuff. Any other questions? I want to personally thank the citizens of Shreveport. The amount of people that have been vested into this being solved is very encourageable. We understand that we want things done quickly. We want to seek justice quickly, but we must be careful on making sure that our evidence is solid, making sure that we are collaborating with all agencies to make sure that the prosecution can, that they have a case.
Chief, you were visibly emotional when we had the press conference at the City Hall previously.
Yes, sir.
People around you, and you talked just now about sleepless nights. Does the milestone of finding out who and getting on the path toward getting them into the judicial system bring any relief?
Absolutely. Again, with the district attorney's office walking hand in hand with us on this, provide some comfort, knowing that we are possibly seeking the right people for the crime. Again, Fire Captain Mark Myers is here with Fire Station 8. I'm pretty sure he has young kids as well as I, and most of the people that are up here. We've had to deal with this with our wives, with our own kids. We have to hide emotion when it comes to our own lives because our kids don't understand it. Our wives don't understand it, or our significant others don't understand what we're dealing with. Through this, there have been many individuals that have had to seek counseling. We take mental health very seriously, and it's runs like this that cause firefighters all across the world that would commit suicide at times because of something as heinous as this. No other questions? Thank y'all for coming, and we will see y'all at court.